So it's been a while since I have tested out tricks or hacks that I've seen over on TikTok, Instagram, or here. So that's what I'm doing today. You guys know how I love testing these things to see if they really work. And there's so many out there, you guys, that I only grabbed a handful that intrigued me or I thought might work on mature skin. But before we get started, I have a special shout out. I want to say happy 28th birthday to James. How lucky are you that your birthday is falling on a Friday and you have this whole weekend to celebrate your special day? So, again, happy birthday. So, all right, you guys, let's just get started. You know, some of these are just common, but I'm just going to still bring them into today's video. The first thing is I always put on a lip plumper every morning. I think it makes such a difference. It's a great tip. And I use this one, I get it from Amazon. It's called Durell. It really does, I feel, enhance my lip. It doesn't make it two or three times bigger, but I really do enjoy it. You will see that it will bring color to my lips. They will look a little more plump and juicy. So that's why I love doing it. Now, the big tip is to not just stay in your lip, but to almost go right above it and around all the edges. That way, you know, it is plumping up the outer part of your lip as well. So as you can see, you know, just pay attention. You will see my lips pumping up. And then I always do use these little eye mask. Any eye mask will do, you guys. Even now have reusable ones where you could just put on the caffeine solution and put on your little reusable patches. So I'm just going to use these ones. I got them in my BoxyCharm. These are little slippery little things, but I really do think that these kind of things make a nice difference because especially if you have super dry under eyes. So what I usually do, you guys, I put these on right after I put on all of my skincare. I keep them on, you know, while I do my eyebrows, my hair, everything. And by the time that I'm finished there, they are nice and hydrated and they look a lot better. Okay, so the first hack is coming from TikTok, and I don't know how this one's going to work, you guys. I'm super skeptical about this one, but it intrigued me and I definitely want to give it a try. And it's regarding hooded eyes. And as you can see, mine is pretty hooded. I have quite a bit of skin. So again, I'm very skeptical on this one because the gal was much younger. She did have hooded eyes. She takes, you know, some glue, and this is eyelash glue, you guys. I don't even know why I'm even trying this, but let me try to come closer. What she did, and I guess you're going to want to see how far you want to bring up this hood. Again, mine's way too much, you guys. There's no way that it will hold that. So I'm just going to be modest here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this eyelash glue. Oh my gosh, why do I do this? But hey, if it works, this could be really helpful. Now, this is definitely not something I would want to try every day or do every day. There's no way. And then what she did was she took some tweezers and used this side here. And you just take the skin and you start folding that up. I think it's kind of working. Um, okay. I wish I would have taken a before picture. Yeah, you guys, I mean, mine are so hooded and I have so many wrinkles that it's not going as smoothly as hers did. But she said you want to kind of really kind of pull this up into that glue. And I hope I'm doing it right and I am sticking pretty good here. I think it worked, you guys. Do you see a difference? I definitely see a difference. As you can see, there's a slight right here where you can see that the skin is folded into that glue. You see over here. Whoa, that is really neat. Now, the thing is, will I be able to put makeup over that? Because, well, there's not that bad of a tackiness. Okay, let's try this eye, you guys. Let me see if I can take like some kind of still picture here. And I'm going to relax my eye. Hold on. Let's try this side and hopefully I can make it kind of even. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to stay right about here. And I'm being pretty generous with this glue. And the nice thing about this glue stick here is, and I can't remember what she used, is that it, it dries instantly. So again, I'm just going to take, whoa, that one worked really good. Ooh, I hope you guys caught that. And oh my goodness, this is working. Okay, this is where it's going to get a little tricky. I'm going to take a wipe, just get some of that glue off, dry it off, and hurry up and go back into this process. I hope you guys are catching this. Okay, now this, you can really tell that line, but maybe with makeup over it, you won't see it. Yeah, I did a much better job on this side. Whoa. Okay, you guys, my little eye masks were slipping because I don't know why. But anyway, I hope you guys can tell what just happened there. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a line there. And again, because there is quite a bit of skin. I mean, it did make a difference. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it definitely made a difference. And it's definitely something that you would have to probably practice. And it's definitely something I would not want to do every day. But like for a special event or something, I'm just nervous how that's going to play into my shadows, with that glue. But I definitely see a difference. That is for sure. Okay, you guys, let's see how eyeshadow applies over this. And I'm just going to go in with a little bit of my eye primer. And let's see if we are able to put eyeshadow over this. And another interesting thing is to see how long this lasts. You definitely can tell that there's something going on with that primer. Can you guys see that? So I do not know how well this is going to work with makeup. Okay, so now this other, this is kind of like an older hack or trick that I've been seeing, but it's kind of reversed. I don't know if you guys remember a while back, I took, lines that went horizontally. I think, what is her name? Smitha Deepak. She does it, and then you just kind of stamp it all together. This one's actually going to go in the opposite way. Instead of going this way, we're going to go this way. So what I'm going to do, you guys, I'm just taking this little palette here. This is from Christmas. It was in one of those bins, but I absolutely love it. So I'm actually going to um, add a little bit of shimmer. I think she put it across her whole lid. And then I'm going to, switch to a different side. And I'm going to use, I think she used this shade, like a darker shade. Then you just go right above that. Uh-oh. And put a line here. I'm going to go with the lightest shade here. And again, put on a nice generous amount. And go, woo, and go right above that. Okay, I think I put a little bit too much of a generous amount. And I'm wondering if I could use this kind of brush. Just kind of stamp this in. Let's see what happens. That was fast. But I just feel like I'm just not getting that color payoff, especially with this shade, that dark shade. It just kind of went away if you asked me. So let me just add a little bit more. Guys, honestly, you could just do this. If you ask me, yeah, that's not much of a hack, I don't think. So what I'm actually going to do is add just a little bit more with a brush over here. So I would call that a fail because, yeah, you could just take the little brush and do the same thing. I will say that glue, I can't really tell. So that's a great thing. And also these things are great for fallout, you guys. So um hmm. All right, let me just try the other eye and I'll be back and we'll move on to the next little trick or hack. All right, you guys. So the next hack I want to show you, I actually did it in my last video. I was so impressed by it. I'm super excited to try it out again. And this time I'm going to use a green shade. So if you guys saw that last video and saw how cool that was, or how I thought it was pretty cool, yeah, I'm super excited to try it again. So what you'll need is any kind of color, you guys, any kind of color of eyeshadow that you want. And this kind of like brush, I would say more like a pencil type brush, and some micellar water. And then you want like a little container, which I finally brought one this time, you guys. I'm just going to pour a little bit in here. I mean, you don't need a lot, just about that much. And then you dip it in the micellar water, this brush here, and then go in, and I think I'm going to use this deepest green shade here and put it on this brush. And you're going to want to be generous about it. So let's see if it works again today, you guys. I'm just going to go in. And it lasted all night. And the great thing is, you guys, you will never have to buy any kind of colored pencil again. And then you can always re-dip if you want, to make it more deep. Look at that, you guys. Can you believe it? I think that is brilliant. So definitely give this a try. I love that you can use any color that you want under the rainbow. Yeah, it's super exciting stuff here. Okay, guys. So far, so good. 2 out of 3 so far is not bad. Let's move into the complexion. I've already used a pore filler, and I just used my She Glam. I've been really loving this, you guys. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you know I did put that on. And then if you have super dry skin, another great tip is to go in before you use any primers, like your Charlotte Tilbury, anything like that, the NYX, the e.l.f., not the putties, not the poreless putties, but, just a regular primer. Go in with a hydrating mist. And this really makes such a difference, you guys. And I've just been really loving this one through LA Girl, but it does have a pineapple scent, and I know like a lot of people do have a sensitivity to scents. As you can see how much hydration it gives the skin. Okay, so now I want to show you, you can alter any foundation. Today I'm going to demonstrate with Born This Way Too Faced, and as you can see, it's super dark, and it's a more dry formula. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways, you guys, that you can alter this foundation. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 different dots on here. And I'm going to show you the difference what these color correctors can make. So they're called foundation mixing pigment. So if you mix blue, just like that, and then there's a white one, and I'm going to put that in the middle one here, just a little bit. And then there's also this one here. It's more like a orange color. And I'm going to put a little bit right there. And we're going to mix this up so you can see the shade that this turns into. So with the blue in it, it looks like that. Now I'm going to mix the white in with it. Turns it to the shade here. And now I'm going to mix this deep like orange color in with it. And that's what that does. So as you can see, we got 3 different shades going on here big time. And now let me just put a little bit of the foundation itself with no pigment, just so you can see the differences here. So now I'm just going to go down the middle. So that is the original color. So you can alter this any way you want, you guys. That's why I love those pigments. I think they are super important to have in your collection, because, if something doesn't work for you, you can make it work. You can also mix the blue with the white. You know, you can just really play around to see, you know, get a custom shade. So again, I'm just going to lay down 1.5 pumps, and I'm going to put a little bit right here just so you guys can see what I'm going to do to make it match my skin coloring. So I'm going to add a little bit of blue, and I'm going to add a little bit of white. And again, because this is such a dry formula, I'm going to add either the Glass Skin Primer, and this is by Revolution, or Elf's Priming Glow Oil. Either one of these will add hydration, and you can also add like a rose hip oil as well. But I like using a priming oil because that adds a little bit of priming into it. But today I think I'm going to use the Revolution Glass Skin Primer. So I have all 3 of these in this mixture here, you guys. And I'm going to put it pretty close to here so you can see the difference. Look at that difference. Wow. Yeah, you guys, I absolutely love this hack or trick because it has really saved a lot of my foundations. A lot of times if I declutter, it's because it's a shade issue. Okay, another tip I love doing is spraying my brush or sponge with some sort of setting spray or fixing spray. This one I use consistently, as you guys can see, and it's the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. And this is it has hyaluronic acid in it, and it's a setting spray. So I'm going to put like a few spritzes into my brush. I tap that into the bristles really well. And what that does is just add a little bit extra hydration and helps the foundation move a little bit more easily on the skin. And it does set it down slightly. Okay, another tip I have, you guys, for flawless finish. I always go back in with a sponge and I just add a little bit more product on there. And I'm telling you, it makes a huge difference if you use a brush to always go in and really press this into the skin. Take your time. I do cut a lot of this out when I am filming and editing because I do spend a lot of time pressing this into the skin. So everything's applied. I think it looks really well. I think the color match is way better. And I do like the finish of it. It is now a more satin finish than a dry finish. Okay, so now this tip I did learn from Paint It by Spencer. He's on YouTube here. I know he's on Instagram and TikTok as well. And he said if you have mature eyes, you know, with some wrinkles, that, you know, a concealer is not necessary. So what I have actually been doing, you guys, is whatever I have left over of my foundation, I'm putting it on a concealer brush and I'm just putting it on this outer edge here because I have a little discoloration, but a concealer really isn't needed in that area. So I'm just putting my foundation there just to, you know, even things out. Now here I do need a concealer because as you can see, I do have a little discoloration. So another thing I have been seeing over on TikTok, it's huge, you guys, is they're taking a blush and a concealer. Now you got to find your undertone because I tried pink. A lot of people are using pink because it's supposed to really brighten up your skin. So I do have 2 different kind of blushes here, and I will show you the difference. And you just have to find which one would work for you, but it works great as a corrector if you don't own one. So I'm going to put the orange on this side, and you just need about that much, you guys. You do not need a lot. Now on this side, I'm going to use a more salmon or pink shade, and I'm going to put that in here. Now here I have a little bit more discoloration, and this is pretty bright. So now what you do is just kind of blend this in. Here is the difference, the salmon, and this is with the orange. And I'm just going to use my NYX, this is Bear With Me concealer. And let's see how this works, you guys. So, I'm going to put a little bit of the concealer here. And here. And let's blend in and see how, or which one looks better, if any. I don't know, you guys. You tell me. I honestly think this side looks better than this side, but I could be wrong. Let me just add a little bit more concealer maybe. And I'm only putting it where I need it. Now here you could put a little bit more of the concealer just to lift this area here. Adding a little bit more did help. You guys let me know in the comment section if you see a difference and which side you like better. Another tip for mature under eyes, don't use a powder if you don't have to. Today I'm not going to use a powder, and I'll show you later in the video what to do. Now, what they're saying is, normally we would contour, what we remember we used to do, you guys, is kind of do the fish face and put it there. Now they're saying to go here, right at that bone, your cheekbone. So I'm going to add it up here, and we're going to see if we see a difference. So I'm actually going to spray my brush. I do like that. And let's do this side first. I do think it makes a difference, but we will see today how much of a difference. So now I'm going to go on this side. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell a difference. This side looks way more lifted than this side. That is interesting. So, that I do think is a great hack. They actually had like a, oh gosh, what did they call those? Like a filter where it had all these lines and it would tell you exactly where to put it. And someone had designed that and it was working for a lot of people. So I do like that hack a lot. And I definitely can tell a difference here. I look a little lopsided. And what they're saying for blush is put it on your brush. And I like to tap the back of my hand because it can become very messy very quickly. Look how much is there. And again, spray the brush and go right here, right where you normally put your highlighter. So, and again, I have been doing this for a little while. So, and I think it does work. And then you can just go in and press everything in, just make it more smooth. That looks really nice. Instead of where we used to go, like right here. We used to do the apples of the cheeks really good. Let's see if we see a difference. Yeah, this side looks way more lifted than this side. Okay, you guys, let's see if I can fix this a little bit so I don't look so lopsided. It's amazing how going upward is definitely going to make everything look more lifted. And again, I love to put a little bit of blush of whatever I'm using in my eyeshadow because that will make everything look a little bit more uniform as well. See now how everything just looks like it goes together. Okay, you guys, now this next one is, I really don't know about this. I don't know how desperate or cheap or I don't even know what to say about this we become that we're bringing out baking flour. But, I'm going to give it a try. And I thought about it and I'm like, is this even worth bringing out, you guys? Got a little bit on a cap here. And what I'm going to do is just put it on a brush. I can't believe I'm even trying this, you guys. So this is the powder. And yeah, let's go in. I'm going to tap it off a little bit. Let's put it on the nose. No, no, no. I can't even believe I even tried that, and I cannot even believe people are buying into this. It looks and it feels gritty, like super gritty. And I'm just using all-purpose flour like they were. Absolutely not. I wish you guys, I mean, it, you guys, all this to go viral. I mean, are people really serious? No, that does not work, you guys. I hope, and then you start thinking about it. If you start, sweating or something like that, um, couldn't it turn like battery? I don't know, you guys. Yeah, that is definitely a huge fail. Don't even try it, you guys. Do not even try it. I'm going to show you what to do under your eyes if you're not going to use powder. Put a little bit of setting spray on the back of your hand. And just go in and lightly tap your concealer. And keep tapping it until it dries. This will set this concealer all day without powder, and it will not crease. Okay, so let me just finish off this eye look and I'll be back with the last two hacks, you guys. Okay, you guys, I completed the eye look. I had to take a quick break. There was a lot of commotion going on upstairs. And we're down to the last two hacks or tricks. And then next hack or trick, it has to do with eyelashes. And this one I'm super nervous about, you guys. I really don't see this working. But, of course, I'm going to give it a try like I have everything else. And it has to do with eyelashes and an eyelash curler and some glue. So, oh, and you needed brow wax, but I don't have brow wax, so I'm thinking this might work. And it's just like a lip balm. So what they're saying is to take a brow wax if you have it, or in my case, I'm going to use a little bit of this lip balm. Maybe I should use a Q-tip. Maybe that would get a more even application of that. But I can see where brow wax would help more because I think it would just stick better. Place a little bit on there. Okay, you guys, so the tip is you just place the lash on the curler, and maybe tweezers might help. I think I got it on this curler, so that's what it looks like. Hopefully I can get it focused enough. So I'm just going to kind of hopefully have it stay like that. Then you take eyelash glue, you guys, and what they're doing is putting this eyelash glue on this side of the lashes. Oh, I don't know about this. I wonder if this would be easier if I put a little bit of glue on a spoolie here. Maybe brush it into the lashes. No, that didn't work because I'm not getting enough glue, I don't think. So I'm just going to be very careful, you guys, and place this glue on my lashes. But I'd be very careful. This could be a little dangerous. So let's hope that this works, you guys. So what you do now is just take the lashes. I don't know about this. And how am I going to do it to where you guys can see? And try to get as close as possible. And just clamp down. No, that's not working. Well, it did clamp here. And I could probably just do that with my finger. Did that work? I'm going to take my tweezer and on this outer edge where I didn't get it to hook on at first, just to make sure that's on. No, I don't think that is connected there. But if I got that down, this might be a nifty little trick. But let's try the other side and see what happens. It might be a little safer to lift the eyelash. And you guys, again, I don't know how safe this is. And just clamp. Yeah, for some reason, this outer corner is having the hard time. I would have thought the inner corner would have been harder, but this outer corner isn't wanting to stick. I really like being underneath like that. I know that there's easier ways to do it, but it's not a complete fail, is the weird thing. It's really not. I'm pretty impressed with it. The only problem is I've really got a complete mess going on with my eyeliner now. And let's see if I can just flick it away. with this. And that's another good tip, you guys. If you ever have any mistakes, just flick it away with a spoolie. It's so much easier than trying to fight it. So I don't know, you guys. It's kind of on and kind of off. So, yeah, again, it's not a complete fail. It's something maybe that you could play around with, but I am a little nervous about putting that glue so close to my eye. But, okay, you guys. So the last tip or trick, I am just loaded with glue, with powder. What they do here is just, any kind of lip gloss or even that lip plumper I had on earlier would be fine. This is really, you guys, old school. I mean, this is kind of common sense, but believe it or not, this is the kind of stuff that goes viral over on TikTok. It's ridiculous. And you just take your lip liner and I guess go around. Not really getting much of a color payoff. I don't know how they get these things to work, you guys. Am I supposed to go way above it? I don't know what that was supposed to do, you guys. I really don't. I mean, I see a little bit of color. Um, but what she did was she overlined. Okay. That's a viral thing, you guys. I'm not even kidding you. Okay, so here's the deal, you guys. We are at the end here. And I really like the lashes this way. If I could really get this to work, somehow I would prefer it this way than trying to go over. And I'm going to go look into more hacks because I have seen it where they either cut them and do it in 3 sections and not use this gadget here, just connect it under because I think it looks so much more natural this way. And I think with my hooded eye, I think being under um, opens my eye more than being over. So I do like that concept. This did work, where I used the glue. The only problem is, like here you can see, I mean, you would have to really be close to see, but it's still glued together. That does work, you guys. It does work. Again, if your eyes aren't as hooded as mine, you would probably get a better outcome than I did. The flower was ridiculous. That was completely ridiculous. This is the lip liner with the lip gloss is, yeah. I mean, it's kind of common sense. I think it would probably work better if I use the lip liner and just use the gloss, but people have done that for years. Let's see. I do like, if as you can see, this side is way more lifted than this side. That's just placement. But everything else was fun. It's like I said, I love the liner thing too. The side stayed really well until I started messing, doing the lashes, and then it kind of smeared a little bit. But even then, it's still there. So yeah, I really love that. I'm gonna keep playing with that because yesterday it stayed until I took it off at night. So yeah, you guys, that's the end of this video. I'm almost like relieved because a few of these things I was super nervous about, especially the eyelashes and the glue. So just a lot of glue going on. I'm super sticky. All right, you guys, I hope you had fun watching this train wreck and and maybe learned a few tips. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please hit that like button. It truly does help my channel. And again, happy birthday to you, James. And if any of you would like a shout out to a family member, yourself, or anything, please let me know. You can contact me over on Instagram, direct message. I would love to do that for you guys. I love being able to do that. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I love you so much. And until next time.